Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Roseni Regiana Sitanggang. I come from group MI19F. Now, I want to deliver my speech entitled, The Importance of Speaking English. Dear friends, allow me to take this wonderful opportunity to share a thing or two about the importance of English language to all of you. It's a huge subject to tackle, but since we only have a little time, I try my best to explain it briefly. I think everyone here agrees that English is very important. When a large scope, the world and the includes our country, is facing a new era of globalization. The world is growing rapidly, and universal language is needed to bridge the differences that exist between all other countries. English is the universal language. About 10 years ago, English was still considered merely as foreign language in this country. We are a student of college now, and we know that how many useful things in the world that are not published in our language. The internet allows you to grab many important journals and scientific reports for free. It's just that most of these journals aren't written in Indonesia. Think of that. How unfortunate would it be for you to miss all the wonderful stuff just because you can speak English? Now that we have understood the importance of the English language, the question is, what does it take for us to be able to speak English? How can we master the language? We've heard excuses from a lot of people as to why they can't speak English. Some people blame the inadequacy of the teacher, while others blame the lack of good reading materials. There are 4 different aspects that you should pay attention to when you are learning English. The first, and the easiest of all, is listening. It may sound like a lazy method, but it works universally. Just as Indonesian children learn Indonesian language sample by hearing it, so you will learn English language by listening to it. I don't think it's hard to find listening material these days. There are so many things around us that you can listen to. On first hearing, you will probably not understand a single word. But don't let that deter you. Just keep on listening, and one day, believe us, that sound you've been hearing will fall into place. They will become not a jumble, a strange sounding word, but they will become English word that you understand. The second aspect is reading. We know this will be hard once since most Indonesians are not very fond of reading, especially when the books are in other languages. But without this tiny sacrifice, you will never gain anything. If you find it hard to read thick books, start by reading thin ones. There are plenty of books out there that can help you start. Don't let yourself be discouraged by many paragraphs you encounter. Great books are started by a single word. Work your way from there. Finish one sentence at a time, and you'll finish the book in no time. The third aspect is writing. This is the passive way of getting your point across. Why is writing an important thing? Because whatever you feel is, sooner or later people will expect you to write something about it. At this point, you have accomplished at least 2 aspects, listening and reading. Now it's time for you to apply these 2 aspects into a written form. By doing so, you can develop a sense of awareness, which eventually will help you speak the English language. The final aspect is speaking. This is your all-time goal. This is what you've been training for. But please keep in mind that you don't have to wait until you reach perfection in these 3 first aspects before you start speaking. There is no such thing as perfection. We're human beings unlike other human beings. We have the tendency to err. But that's alright. Don't let that stop you from speaking out. Thinking of baby who only knows a word or 2. He keeps on saying those words while listening to others around him. Eventually, those words become sentences. And finally, don't be ashamed to speak English. I get to say it because we heard many people would say the weird to shy to speak the language. Don't let yourself be dictated by other people who want to see you fail. Don't you worry, your accent might show strength. According to a recent scientific research, Indonesians have one of the best tongues in Asia to speak the language. So what are you waiting for? You are still young. You have the time and the brain ability to learn the language. Don't wait until it's too late. Thank you, good luck, and God bless us all.